Hello everyone, welcome to What to See Next. So I thought in this episode, we're gonna spice things up a little bit. Last week we talked about Wicked, a musical. This week, we are going to talk about Heretic, a new A24 movie directed by Beck and Bryan starring Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. The film is about two missionaries trapped in the house of the at first charming but later revealed to be deeply disturbed Mr. Reed. Let's just get the obvious stuff out of the way. It's an A24 production, so there is definitely a level of quality here. Everything looks and sounds amazing. It is an amazingly shot film. The house of Mr. Reed looks both cozy and inviting, yet sinister and eerie, a bit like an emotionless smile. The film is being marketed as a horror movie, and in some aspects it is. There is a minimal amount of jump scares, but there were some. There is a sequence with some gore towards the end that I actually looked away from. I think you would be also correct if you call this a thriller or a drama. It has a ton of dialogue, which might be a turnoff to some viewers, but at the end of the day, everything was very well written. There was a level of mystery that really drew me in and kept me invested in the plot, even though the movie is extremely dialogue heavy, some would say even slow paced, but the whole time the film presented me with a consistent flow of questions and answers so well that it didn't even feel slow to me. I just kept on waiting for the answers, and by the time I got them, more questions were asked. The movie's themes deal a lot with faith and beliefs, both the questioning of them and the advocacy for them. I do believe, get it, that whether or not you are a religious person, there is going to be something compelling for you to find in the movie. I wasn't raised Mormon, so I cannot say I know what it's like to have been in that religious situation, but the movie does make a pretty fair case for believing in a higher power, and the message does not come across as heavy-handed at all. And there's also some fair points for not believing in a higher power. If anything, the movie feels like a true discussion between the two points of view. Everything feels balanced, and it was a very satisfying watch. Now, you cannot talk about this movie without talking about the Hugh Grant performance, but I would like to take a moment to talk about the performances of Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, who both did an amazing job with this movie. The amount of internal conflicts with these characters are off the charts and palpable. You can literally feel the battle of faith in their heads leaping out of the screen. They are the audience characters, and they provide a great perspective into the movie for the audience, which in the end makes us root for them and want them to escape. As for Hugh Grant, this is definitely a different role for him, and I'm here for it. He is still his usual charming self in a way, but this time it is eerie, partly because of the context of the film, but I also believe that Hugh Grant's acting plays a big part in it. He knows just how to use his charm to ensnare the viewers in just the right amount of it too. Overall, if you are even thinking about going to see the movie, I would just go see it. It is a great, thought-provoking movie. Throw a little mystery in there and you're bound to have a good time. So, Heretic, if you've seen it, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing for more. Thank you guys so much.